Well, hey there, beautiful people. It's Betsy. Happy hump day. Hope everybody's day has gotten off to an amazing start so far. I am coming to you live from a very, very warm Tampa, and I would absolutely love to know where you are coming in from. Drop in the comments, say hello, let me know where you are. My question for you guys today, drum roll please. How many of you have a bad habit that you would like to break, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4? Honesty please, okay? Drop a 1 in the comments if there's something in your life right now that you would like to see changed. Please be honest, okay? Well, as it so happens, you are in luck, because today I'm going to show you how to change that habit that's not serving you, because I found a way that that I've used that has been really, really great for me, and I'm super excited to share it with you. It's something that I learned from Bob Proctor, and like I said, it's really helped me in changing habits that I have needed to change, because let's face it, we all have them, right? And I know that it can help you too if you implement it. So how did you get that nasty little habit, huh? Well, you know, basically it's just something that you have done so many times that you have established a pattern in your mind. That is the way that you are choosing to do that particular thing. That it's something that you really, really want in your life, even if you hate it, because you do it so much that you have established it in your mind that you absolutely love it. So after a certain period of time, you're actually acting on it without even giving it a second thought. So let's say your bad habit is eating something right before bedtime. Well, the reason it's a habit is because you've done it so many times that your brain just associates that it's something that you're supposed to do. So if you're sitting there and you're watching TV and you're not eating something, your brain is going to literally sit there and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke at you until you get yourself up and you go up and you grab something and get something to eat. Have you ever had that happen, where you're just sitting there and you're bored and you're watching TV and all of a sudden you're like wandering in the kitchen and you're like, how did I get here? That's your brain. Your brain is poked at you until you go grab something and eat. The first thing you need to understand is habits are a lot like beliefs, and that they're stored down in your subconscious mind. And yes, it's going to take work to change it. Yeah, I probably lost a lot of y'all with that word. But what you need to understand more than anything is, if you try to change a bad habit without replacing it with a good habit, you're just going to find yourself choosing something else that is another bad habit to replace the one that you're trying to get rid of. Let me give you an example of what I mean, okay? Let's say that you've got this donut habit, okay? I don't know why I'm on food today for whatever reason, but let's say you've got a donut habit, okay? And you eat them every day and you really want to get rid of it. Well, if you don't have a plan for what it is that you're going to replace that with, like a protein bar or a shake or whatever it is, when that time of day that you go and have your donuts, if you don't determine what you're going to replace that donut with during the day, that healthy option that you're going to choose, and have it on hand with you, you're going to find yourself replacing it with ice cream or candy or cake or something else sweet, okay? That's also not a good option. Understand what I'm getting at here? Another thing that you need to understand is, if you have several bad habits and you don't want to try and change them all at one time, okay? Pick 1 or maximum 2, but I would say 1. Start with 1, or you're literally going to drive yourself nuts and you're going to end up giving up before you ever get started, okay? So the first step in changing a bad habit is you got to confront it. What is it in your life right now? Or if you've got, 5 of them, go ahead and list all 5 of them, but you're going to have to pick one that you really want to change. Figure out what that habit is, what that challenge is that you have in your life right now, that you feel like you need to change. And remember, as you're writing down this habit, you also need to decide what habit is, what the habit is that you want to replace it with, the good habit that you want to form. Because the law of attraction, just like the law of gravity, is consistently working 24 hours a day, and it absolutely hates a vacuum, okay? So if you create this vacuum by getting rid of this habit and you don't replace it with something else good, you're going to find yourself just picking up another bad habit, because it's going to be filled for you, okay? Step number 2, write down everything about this habit and all the negative connotations that you have. What is it that's gotten you to the point that you know that you need to change it? And describe it in as grave a detail as possible. Make it as ugly and awful as possible. All the things that it's doing in your life that you want to see changed, okay? And then you want to figure out what the exact opposite is, okay? So what is something good about this? What is the opposite of that habit that you would like to see happen? And write that down as well, okay? Because that's going to be your good behavior. The behavior that you would prefer to have over your bad habit. So again, if it's eating donuts, you don't want to eat donuts, you're going to replace it with like a protein bar, okay? Or a shake or something like that. Okay, I'm getting some darkness here. So if you're that person that's, you know, eating late at night while you're watching TV, go ahead and watch your hour or whatever it is. Hang on a second. This is really dark here. Go ahead and watch your hour or whatever it is. But then after dinner, get up and go relocate to a bedroom or a den, or somewhere that you can read a book or listen to a faith-building message or meditate, or just find something to do that's productive away from the TV, okay? And understand this, your brain is going to absolutely fight you over this, because it loves comfort and it absolutely hates change. And you're gonna have to stand your ground, because every time you give in, it's just going to make it harder and harder for you to change that habit. Next step, write down that new habit at least 3 to 5 times every single day, and read it over and over and over and over and over again, as many times as you possibly can, because that's going to eventually get that new idea to get down into your subconscious mind, which will take all the power away from the old habit, and your new positive habit is going to start to take over, okay? And step number 4 is dig a little bit deeper as to why you had that habit to begin with. What need is it that you're trying to fill that could be filled with something better? You know, if it is that donut or whatever, sugar fills the same part of our brain as like cocaine and those type of drugs does, okay? It's the dopamine that you're looking for. It's that high that you're trying to get, the feeling good, okay? So if there's something that is causing you to reach for that donut, to reach for that sugar, okay? You need to figure out something else that you can do in your life that makes you happy. What is it that you love? Do you love reading? Do you love, you know, riding your bike? Do you love taking walks? Do you love being with a family member? Do you love being with grandchildren, a dog, or whatever? Find that good thing that makes you happy, okay? Figure out why you have this habit. Kind of drill down deep and keep asking yourself questions. You know, what made you believe this habit was good? Where did it come from, okay? And then just keep asking yourself questions until you figure out why, because that's going to really help you as you're trying to reprogram your mind with your new and better habit. So, those are your 4 steps. I hope you wrote them down. If not, feel free to message me and I'll be happy to shoot them to you. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and if it was, I would really appreciate it if you'd share it with somebody that you think might benefit. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hope everybody has an awesome rest of your day. Feel free to reach out to me anytime with any prayer or questions, or again, if you didn't get the 4 steps, I can shoot those to you as well. Okay? Remember, don't ever work on more than one at a time, okay? Because you're just going to give up. Nothing's going to change, okay? One at a time. If you guys need any help, have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.